Okay, this is good. All right. Okay, here we go. You guys aren't ready for this.
One, two, three, four, five, pointed at your dome.
Yep. Bangers.
One, two, three, four.
Beautiful. Wow. Wow. Goosebumps the whole time, guys. That's just... Wow. What an absolute... Look, I hate to say this, but... What an absolute masterpiece, you know? Alright, man. That's it. That is my track, Banger ID. Let's, I feel like... Well, I started this one, so I had to freeze some of these because I don't have this. These are just like the synths in the beginning. But this is how I started the track. There's this free synth called Synth 1. And it's like, it's just this free synth with a bunch of, like presets. There's this thing I downloaded with like 10,000 presets or something like that. And this bank was called like Blade Runner or something. So I think I started with, I don't remember. I think I started with the bass line, which was just this. And it's literally just the, whatever that preset was. Swag. Whenever you see swag, it's OTT. But yeah, the synth is like 12 years old or something, so it's does not work on this computer. That's why I had to freeze it. But it's literally just this preset. Like, oh wait, I gotta. Oh no, I think the audio was doubled the whole time, but it should be good now. I was just going for like 80s vibes, you know? No, not even Camel Crusher. Just OTT. Camel Crusher probably would have sounded cool on this though. So I just did that. I was just getting the vibes. Added this thing on top. basically just the same thing. It's basically just the preset. Like all this stuff, I mean, it's like 15% OTT. Probably didn't even need to do that. You know what I mean? Like it's very minimal. Saturator, just boosting it. Again, you could either boost the output on the OTT, just turn up the synth or whatever. I was just making it louder. CLA effects. I'm pretty sure this is just like a, I don't know if you guys are familiar with RC20, but it's basically probably doing the similar thing, like just making it sound a little bit old and shitty. And then I just take out the lows. I pretty much like take out the lows on anything. Like most synths and stuff, obviously not on this bass. You know, this has the lows in it. That doesn't. I don't know what that is. I didn't use that. It's turned off. But then there's some other. Oh, and I have. It sounds like it's being filtered in or something, maybe. Oh, I don't even think it is. I think it's just the patch. What is this one? This is turned off. Ah. So this is what I had originally. Didn't end up using that though. So that's something too. A good little fun little tip for you. Just mess around. You don't like just because you put something down doesn't mean you have to use it, you know? Like just goof off, you know, have some fun. So I think that's probably how I started, but I might have. So I definitely did the bass line first. Then I came in with this one. Which again, it's just some other preset in this shitty synth. I mean, you could use anything. You could use Serum. You could use whatever. It's just like, I think Barely Alive just came out with some tutorials about like making synthwave type sounds. So definitely watch those if you're trying to make sounds like this, because they definitely do this way better than me. So I just put on a shitty preset and they actually were like, well, you know, if you detune the thing a little bit, then it sounds like this. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I mean, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the whole intro, actually. What is this? What is this one? Ah. Just another little layer. I like to add a bunch of little layers and stuff. It's just some like synth string type thing. Don't even hardly notice it, but what's this crash too? 707 crash. I don't even think I really have much on the drum bus. Oh, I guess I do. Drum sharpener, OTT 10%, car stereo at 8%, drums full parallel 25%. And I had an M saturator on there, which I don't have on this, but it basically was just saturating it a little bit. Just basically what I would do is just turn up. I don't really mix this way anymore, but at this time I was just basically putting saturators on everything, and it sounds cool, like for making shit really fat and distorted. Just put saturators on shit, start turn it up till it sounds shitty, and just turn it down a little bit. That's pretty much what I was doing at this time. But I just wanted like some little weird like 80s type drums, so I just have a drum rack with 707 kick with saturator, a tiny bit of OTT, 707 snare, with some very bad gated reverb. So in the 80s, again, Barely Live has better tutorials on this than me. Which but whatever. In the 80s, they gated the reverbs a lot. So basically, it'd be like reverb, then the gate would trigger, no reverb. So there wasn't like long reverb tails or anything. I guess I was just cutting a little bit of the lows. Again, probably not that noticeable, but I didn't even do this very well. But just like, I was just adding some. Oh, little tom rolls. Again, I think these are just like 707 toms. Yep. Oops. That's it. Nothing on them. Halftime drums. And then the yoys come in. How did I do? Oh, yeah. So what I did for this is a good transition trick. Wait, did it mess up or something? We good? Can't see you? We good? Okay, whatever. Anyways, I think we're good. So all I did is bounce this last part to audio. Now I would probably bounce all these to audio, because I've been making pretty much only rap beats and shit lately. So what I'll do with that is I basically just bounce everything to audio, and then I think I did it more in the next track we'll go over. So you bounce everything to audio, and then you can pitch stuff around, and it doesn't sound, it sounds worse than pitching stuff in MIDI, but it sounds better worse. You know what I mean? Like I like when shit doesn't sound good. Like I could have, with this for instance, I could have just had it not pitch. So what I did here, this doesn't even need to be this doesn't need to be frozen. Like if I would have, so all I was doing is just pitching this down a lot, 4 octaves, but then I have it on texture mode, and it sounds bad, you know? It like starts fucking everything up when it starts pitching down. Versus if I would have just pitched the MIDI down, it wouldn't have sounded the same. It would have sounded good. It would have just sounded like a pitch bend. But this sounds weird. It sounds all fucked up. And same thing, you can fuck around with the grain size or whatever. Like, you know, I'm sure all the rhythm boys out there know about all the different warp modes and everything, but it sounds completely different. Like, you know what I mean? So that I wanted to have, I don't know what song. There was some song that I got the idea for just some big yoys. I don't know what it was, but I like when songs just cut out and like kind of abruptly switch. So I just had the idea, like, I'll have this weird intro. And I had just gotten a new laptop at the time, so I didn't really have all that many plugins installed or anything, because I made the conscious decision to not pirate software anymore when I got this new laptop, this was a few years ago. And so I didn't really have that many plugins on here, so it's all pretty minimal, and that's why I was using this that free synth 1, because I was just like, you know, fuck it, I don't have a good synth to use. So besides, I mean, I had Serum, but I don't know, I was like, fuck it, let's try out some new shit. So I did, and sometimes that helps creativity too, being really limited. That's what I found anyways, is whenever it wasn't just like, whenever I didn't get just fucking overloaded. There's some word, what's it called? Option paralysis or something like that. Like you just have too many options, so you end up not doing anything. I found the more minimal I keep my plugins and things like that, it's a lot better, like creatively, because you'll start fucking with shit and using shit that like normally you wouldn't use, but it's all you have, so you just use it and you're good. Dude, my CPU is so low because I just got a brand spanking new, refurbished, brand spanking new MacBook Pro, baby. So stoked. Finally switched back to Mac. I was on Windows for the past few years, and for tracking vocals and anything where you need low latency and really good drivers, I think Mac is the way to go. But anyways, let's talk about the Yoi, dude. What is it? So yeah, it's just meaner. So all this is, I'll just turn all this stuff off. So literally the Yoi sounds like this with just Serum. I didn't sell my gaming PC. I still have my gaming PC. And I think that helps too, because how I had it before is I had a Razer laptop, and then I had my gaming PC that I just built a few months ago, and I was going back and forth. So I had like plugins and Dropbox and like whatever. And it just like wasn't working well, which is stupid. Like, I don't know. It just was annoying going back and forth. So I was like, I should just get one computer that I do all my work on, and then I just play games on my gaming PC. And I'm streaming from the gaming PC right now. But yeah, it's literally this Yoi is a low pass filter. I don't even think there's any effects. No, it's literally the monster wavetable with a LFO, which is just being used as an envelope. Yeah, I used synth 1 for all the intro synths. So yeah, that's all it's doing. Redux on here. Down samples being automated. Or it's probably already in. Yeah, so it's like just automating the downsample. Then it goes to something else here. 2 OTTs, I think just normal. Yeah. 2 OTTs. So that's the main thing. Saturator makes it louder. Just cutting out all the lows. Saturator, cutting out all the lows again. And I found it's kind of good to cut the lows twice. Or if you're saturating, cut the lows before. Because otherwise it sounds like this. I don't know. Maybe you can't tell on this, but basically, I don't know, dude. It's just cutting it. So if you're saturating something, there's a bunch of low end. The low end's gonna get all shitty and flubby and weird. So if you cut the low end out before you saturate, the saturation's gonna boost up the low end that is there and add a bunch of harmonics and shit to the low end still, from what I understand. So then you want to cut it again, because I already have a separate sub bass. So you don't want any low. If you're having a separate sub bass, make sure you cut out all the lows. And for me, I do it twice on a lot of things because I'm boosting the shit out of it with the saturation. So, and then this is cool. This is just, like, it sounds, it's just a Yoi. But then I really like using the Ableton echo effect. I just think it sounds cooler than delay. Because you hear that like weird feedback. See? You hear it? You hear it? Like it's like weird self-modulating or whatever it's called. Yeah, I just have that with some preset. I just use a lot of the presets in Ableton. Just go here, find some presets, try out different ones, and just some reverb on it. And it's just being automated, I think. Yeah, okay. So I have the dry wet of both of these in the effect rack, and it's just being modulated or automated up. I think it was for the feedback, because when you turn up the dry wet, the feedback gets really intense right here. That's pretty much it, honestly.
Make your music stand out, get more views, and way more engagement. Bring your music to life. Get Music Visualizer in every format, even for social media. Get started today. The link is in the description.
I think echo sounds cool on like basses and stuff. You can kind of do the same thing. Oh wait, hold on. Which MacBook Pro specs are the best for music production? Dude, honestly, I feel like any of them will be fine. I just am a nerd, and so my last MacBook Pro I got in 2012, and it lasted me till 2018. So it was 6 years, and that was just the base model. And the only reason it stopped, like I stopped using it, is because I updated the OS and then it started getting shitty. But this one I got like the whatever fucking like i9 2 terabyte hard drive, 32 gigs of RAM. I just went stupid with it because I don't know. I was just like, fuck it. Like this is how I make my money. Like I don't want to be stressed out about it. In let's say 2 years, I start working with whoever and I'm tracking vocals or whatever. I don't want to be like, damn, I wish I got more RAM or, whatever the fuck it is. I was just like, fuck it. You know what? Like it's already really expensive. Like buy once, cry once or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, so I got the like stupid souped up one, but honestly, I feel like any of them are fine. Yeah, so they're different kicks. I'll talk about that too. This is just a 707 kick in the intro. And then I think it's just a cymatics kick in the drop. Yeah, just a cymatics kick in the drop. But yeah. The echo thing, oh, that's what I was going to say. The echo, it's kind of just a delay. So if you're doing like the rhythm yoinky type sounds, where you do like, delay or ping pong delay or something, like with really short, what's it called? Short like times. What's it called? Yeah, just the like really, if you unsync them, just turn the time down a lot. You know what I mean? It's cool like that. Oh sure, yeah. The first yoi. So what's causing the yoi is this redux right here. Oh, that sounds sick. So it's just the downsample. So I'm just automating the downsample amount. And then really all that, there's a sub, it's a different sub because I think I had a long release on this. This is just a Virtual Riot dedicated sub that I just turned the release up on. And I just have this same little thing from the intro. Lots of little ambient sounds in here too. I think I didn't really mention that, but using shit like that's really good. Little things like that, risers, I love using the old Vengeance risers too, just because it's funny. Yeah, shit like that. I think I just have like some. So here I switched to the drop kick, just on the first hits. Different crash than the 707. Had a little drum build up thing. It depends. This one I only have one layer. What is this? Oh, okay. Just a little siren. Police siren. Oh, police siren that I just panned. Just also here's a little tip too. So if you want to automate the pan or automate the volume, I always do that with a utility. Because then if you don't if you're mixing this and you automate the volume, let's say you want the volume to automate, then if you automate this volume here, you can't just change it because it'll change the automation. So I always automate panning or anything like that on a different, like on a utility or some other sort of like gain plugin. Just because I think it's easier for mixing or quickly changing volumes or something like that. So side chaining, it's Shaperbox. At the time I was just using Volume Shaper, but I don't think Shaperbox was out yet or something. But it's just Shaperbox that I have. There's a MIDI track here that's taking the audio from the kick and snare channel here. So whatever MIDI I have for my kick and snare or kick clap or whatever, you set this to in. So I'll just show you real quick in case you don't know how to do it with like Volume Shaper. So you make a MIDI track, you set it to input, or set the monitoring to in, change this to kick snare, and change the output. You'd put it to, I'm not going to do it because I don't know if it'll mess something up, but you basically put it to the bass channel or whatever you're trying to sidechain, and then make sure it's on whatever device you're sidechaining it to. So then you just set it to MIDI trigger one shot on. And then every time your kick or snare plays, it ducks the volume. Oh wait, I don't even think this is doing it right. Wait, is it? I'm pretty sure it's not. Is it just on? Oh no, it was working. It was working. Never mind. Okay. So yeah, build up. What time is it? Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay. So, yeah, build up. Usually, but that's what I was saying. Usually I would layer more than just one, but in this one I only did one. And I'd probably turn that sidechain off. I probably had the Volume Shaper automated, but like usually I would either turn down the dry wet, like automate the mix down during the build so that the drums don't sound too crazy. But I guess it's just preference. But a lot of times I'll turn off the side chaining during like fast drum builds and stuff like that. And this is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pointed at your dome.
That's just me. So I just have like a sub drop thing. Everything kind of drops out before before the drop. Also, oh, hold on. Any reason you do high pass cuts harsher than others? I feel like I've noticed lately that doing really sharp high pass cuts in the 100 to 200 range can make things resonant in that area. Basically, wait, is there like super lag or something? Because I wasn't talking about a MacBook for a while. No, okay, we're good. I just got scared that it was like 5 minutes behind or something. Yeah, basically, I'm not an expert on this, so don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure EQ changes the phase unless it's a linear phase EQ. So I don't know for sure, but I think if you were to put like a brick wall filter like this on just regular mode, it would like invert the phase. It's like, it depends on how sharp the cut is, like how sharp the cue is. Like the phase gets shifted or something around that area. So that maybe is why. I don't know for sure, but no, so I like, it just depends. If there's like some sound that I don't like, I'll just move the high pass around until it's gone. I don't really have any numbers that I like aim for. I guess most of the time on like the these types of synths, like the Yoys and stuff like that, usually around 100, sometimes 200, like between 1 and 200, like you said. Oh yeah, in Pro Q3, or I think any of the Pro Qs, you can just, it's just scrolling your mouse, like your mouse wheel changes the cue. And then also, if you want to do, and it's the same with, or yeah, that's the same thing with the cue. And then if you want to do like dynamic thing, you can just drag here and it'll make it a dynamic EQ. Anyways, oh, mixing advice I wish I knew earlier. Oh, how many would you normally use then or aim for? Risers? It just depends. Like, if you feel like your build-up's not as energetic as you want, maybe just throw another riser in, you know? Like, there's no set rule. It's just like this probably could have used another one, honestly. Some like more white noise type thing, since this is pretty tonal. Like a more white noise thing could have been cool. But I don't know, mixing advice? I feel like, because I want to say like, make sure things aren't overlapping, like make sure everything has its own frequency space. But I guess maybe that, like, try not to have too many overlapping frequencies. Which is why a lot of times, like, you'll see people high passing a lot of things, but then at the same time, sometimes it sounds good when things aren't high passed, or sometimes overlapping frequencies are cool because of like saturation on the master or something like that. But I guess, I don't know, because I also didn't leave any headroom in this song, and I usually leave about 6 dB of headroom now for mastering. I think just don't stress too much on mix downs, honestly. Like, which is something that took me a really long time to learn. I would finish a song basically, and I'm sure all you guys have, or do this as well. You get a song that's pretty much done, And yeah, I made pretty much most of this song in one day, and I make most of the songs in a day. And because it's like, or like, the main idea. Because I feel like with mixing or with anything, it's like when you're in the zone and you're working, like you, like the ideas are flowing and nothing's like contrived. Nothing's like, everything's just kind of flowing. And you're not taking it too seriously. You're not afraid to delete shit or just fucking like put in a completely new sound or completely change the drop. As soon as you like start treating everything like it's like the next fucking masterpiece or something, then that's when it starts sucking. And that's when it becomes not fun. When you're afraid to like, and I did this for years, and only within the past few years I learned like don't spend too long on shit, because then you're going to overthink everything and it's going to suck. So honestly, I guess mix down advice, but I think just in general, just don't get too attached to things, and don't be afraid to just fucking delete shit or change shit and stuff. Like, it's like, just don't get too attached, I think. And work quickly, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, like Behemoth by Sudden Death, like the mixdown's kind of trash, but that's why the song's cool. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about just getting the vibe. Like, a lot of songs have shitty mixdowns, but it's cool. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling now, but I feel like just don't care too much. But then also I care way too much all the time. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Hopefully something in there made sense somewhat. But I don't know. I don't think there's any rules, really. How do I go about finding pre-drops in terms of finding and manipulating vocal samples and other go-to elements for pre-drops? A lot of my pre-drops have been just me. Like, this is me somewhere. Where is it? Is it this? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pointed at your dome.
Like, I just had that idea in my head, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll do it. So then I just did it and like put some effects and shit on there. I'm scared what this is gonna sound like.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pointed at your dome.
That just added in some
1, 2, 3, 4.
little altar boy, that type of shit. Camel Crusher, just distorting it. CLA vocals, just basically compressing it. A little bit of reverb delay, taking out or boosting the top end. Bit Crusher, I think, is being automated. Is it? No. Okay. Oh, it automates on the second one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pointed at your dome.
But yeah, it's mostly just distortion, compression. I think there's some OTT. Yeah, a little bit of OTT, 15%. So a little bit of saturation. I don't know why I have two. Some saturation, cutting out the lows. But it's mostly this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's mostly just pitching it down and putting the formant down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pointed at your dome.
And I think I chopped it up to make it a little more on time. No, there's nothing like, there's no hard and fast rules for like doing a pre-drop sample or anything like that. But just like some little risers, like gunshot sounds, whatever. Oh, vocal processing. Oh, okay. I think I just did that. Okay, cool. Dude. I love the shitty risers. Or wait, what are those risers? The Vengeance ones? No, they're not even dubstep essentials. These are electro Shock. This pack, Vengeance Electro Shock 2. It's in my go-to pack for it hasn't really, but I just love the shitty Vengeance risers. I use them in pretty much every song. In depth on what are the main differences when approaching a hip hop mix instead of bass mix. What's the different mindset? So basically, the hip hop mixes is I spend way longer and I beat myself up about them way more because, well, for one, because I haven't been doing it as long, but also I feel like I'm taking way too long explaining any of this shit, but hopefully it's good. It's already been like fucking 40 minutes. Anyways, no, pretty much like, with working with somebody else's vocals or even your own vocals, like dubstep and shit, everything can sound fucking distorted and shitty, and that's fine. And that's actually like part of the genre is like everything's saturated to shit and like distorted and everything. But when approaching like a hip hop mix, I struggle with it a lot more. Cause I try to make it cleaner and I don't want the vocals being pushed into like some clipper on the master and clipping the vocals, unless you're trying to do like the, SoundCloud rap type shit. But most of the time I want my vocals to sound good. So, lately I've been, I have this EP that I did with a buddy a month or two ago, and I've had my friend Randy, who I did a podcast with actually. But he's been kind of helping me. He works with like Kanye and some other people doing vocals and everything. But I've had him kind of help me do the vocals and everything. That's where the main difference is, I think, is working with the vocals being the main element of the song versus mad angry dubstep noises. You know what I mean? So the angry dubstep noises, distortion is good. Vocals, clipping, and distortion is bad. So kind of like unlearning to just put a saturator on everything and boost the shit out of it and fucking OTTs and shit. And actually learning like where to cut frequencies and how to compress things good instead of how to just compress the fuck out of things. That's where the main difference would be, I think. Hopefully that makes sense. And how long does it usually take me to finish a track? Whoa, there's a fly on the mic. Yeah, usually I finish a song in a day in terms of like getting the idea down. So probably anywhere from 2 to 5 hours, I would say. For shit like this. And I think like working fast is good. Like if it takes you longer than an hour or so to like get your idea down, it probably sucks. So especially with beats, because I've been making a lot of beats lately, I just like, usually it does not ever take me longer than 1 to 2 hours to finish a beat. And I try to do the same thing with like dubstep, is just work really quickly and get your ideas down as fast as you can. And then you can worry about like, this sound doesn't sound quite how I like it, so I'll go back in and just tweak that sound instead of like, oh, I don't like the flow. I think the flow is way more important than sound design or anything like that. So yeah, I try to get shit done as fast as I can. Not because working fast means it's better, but for me, I find that working fast you don't get too attached to shit. So I think that's good. Bass music with 808s as your sub. How do you play off having mid-low 808 harmonics for it to knock whilst not clashing with the same mid-low frequencies of your basses? I don't really use 808s for a sub, unless you mean like I always have a dedicated sub bass, which is in this I was using the Serum patch, but now I just use the hip hop sub in Ableton. And I don't know. I just cut all the lows out of like the mid basses. Like these probably all have, these are all cut around like 200, 129. So they're all cut around like 129 or whatever. Like, you know, around 100, 150. Techniques to come up with drop arrangements. Usually what I'll do, I'll show you in the next song how I do arrangements, because I feel like the next song's a really good example of that. But yeah, this one, yoy. This sound, I do most of my shit just audio, which I don't think is like that unique of a thing to do. But so I'll go through and make like some just like shit like this. Why I like hip hop sub? I don't know. I just think it sounds cool. There's not really any reason why I like it more. I just started using it because it's just kind of simple. I don't have to open anything. Serum, it's just one more click to open it up and tweak anything. And the hip hop sub, you can just turn up the drive a little bit or whatever, which is usually what I do. But yeah. So this shit is literally just some sound that I made, which sucks. That sound sucks. But then I like, so I stretched it. So what did I do to this? I made it twice as long. I don't know which one of these it was. It's probably one of these. So I think there's a frequency shifter on it. Oh, here's the shit I was talking about earlier. So there's a Yo Man that's being automated. The times. What did I do? The sound, most of the time I just fuck around until something sounds cool. But I couldn't tell you how I made that, honestly. It's just like, wait, is this it? I don't think this is it. No. But this is Serum. It's a lot of just like high pass filters or like high notch filters and just fuck around. Serum's not really my go-to. That's what I'm saying. Like most of the time I'll just like granulator or shit like that. But a lot of times what I'll do is like stretch this out. This one's pitched up, I think, on like texture mode. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. These types of things are really hard to explain because it's so. Am I going to be doing beat making on Twitch again? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I've been trying. I realized I was spending a lot more time streaming than working. So maybe, but not right now. Maybe sometime in the future though. I don't know. So this shit here, this is something I think Somnium Sound showed me. You can link these. These are like different. There's 2 delays in this Yo Man. Maybe you guys know about Yo Man. Chorus preset. This is like the ultimate rhythm noise. So basically you can link you can mess with this thing too. Usually I keep it down here, but it sounded cool there, I guess. But you can link those. So you link these 2 times and then you automate one of them. And it fucks with the pitch. Oh, and then this one, my mind just kind of goes all over. So please stop me I need to explain something better. But this is the same. I do this a lot. Is I'll have one track with like all these different bounces of bass sounds, so they all go through the same processing. But this is a completely different bass sound. So this, which I probably made in Serum or something. I don't really know. I kind of separate that. So usually I'll just make random sounds. Like literally I'll just click record, start playing on my keyboard and turning knobs and fucking with shit. And then you can just drag in a whole thing of all these different sounds. You know what I mean? And then you just automatically have shit to fuck with. You don't have to sit in Serum for 30 minutes trying to make a cool sound. But I'll put them all on the same track, because now that little yoy sound is going through the same processing as this weird high-pitched shit. And again, it's like... So it's all just pitched. Like, I'm pretty sure these are just the exact same. Yeah, so these are the same thing. This one's pitched an octave down with the grain size all the way up. This one's pitched up with the grain size all the way down. So it's like if I turn this down, turn the grain size up, it's this sound. So all it is just the pitch and this. So I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Like, I just fuck around until things sound cool. Change the pitch, change whatever. Like, what is this? Something I didn't use. Same thing. Change the grain size. That's all I'm doing. But usually I'll have like a sound. OTT is cool. Always put OTT on everything. OTT. I guess that this shimmery, this is just some echo preset. It just makes the stereo image a little different. Again, cutting some frequencies, boosting it, cutting more of the low end, boosting it more. But that's really all it is. It's just that one. It's literally just the yoy. It's drums, cymatic kick drum, must die clap. I don't know where that's from, but clap with some bright long verb preset and a high pass. Don't really like the hats, but 707 hat. So it's the same hats as this. I don't think they sound that great, but I guess it works. Oh, and the little growly noise. Oh, this one's still MIDI. Cool. So what is this? Spectral growl with a comb filter being FM'd from B and hyper. I don't know. I literally just go in, pick some sound. Usually I'll just use a basic sound. This has a phaser on it too. A little bit of phaser is cool on growly noises. Auto filter. Some like bass amp or something like that. Boosting the frequency. Frequency shifter, which is automated, I guess. OTT, bit crusher, OTT. Saturator. And no reverb right there. But again, it's growls and honestly any of these sounds, it's just about like getting a kind of cool sound, I feel like, and then just compressing the shit out of it with OTT. Like without the OTT, it sounds stupid. It's too many dynamics. Just squash it. It brings out those really weird high frequencies and but yeah, I'm automating this shit here. This is what causes like the formant type thing to happen. You know, without that filter. So usually I'll get like a basic chain going for this type of thing. Like even with the default serum patch. I probably shouldn't do that because then I can't get it back. Okay, how do I do this? Where's the init patch, dude? Right here. You know what I mean? It's pretty much the same shit. And I think I had a pitch bend on the other one. But like, you know what I mean? It's pretty much the same type of shit. So usually I'll just get like a really basic serum patch, start adding all these effects and everything. And then just kind of go from there. But honestly, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm gonna have like this little 16 bar build or whatever, or 8 bar build. Something I always do also is just halftime the halftime whatever vocal sample. Like this is the same exact vocal, it's just half-timed.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Again, on the texture mode, you could do it on whatever you want.
1, 2, 3.
But fuck with these a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's pretty much the same shit, same types of sounds and everything, just a slightly different arrangement. Oh, is this a new sound? What is this? Oh, here we go. Maybe I made this. Oh, I think this is being... Is that from this? What is this from? It's from something in here. Maybe I deleted it. Oh no, it's from this. So I think this is actually the exact same growl sound. I just fucked with it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know, but I did something. So I made this shitty sound. And then I bounced it to audio. What the fuck is making it sound like that? So I must have done... Yeah, this thing just makes it sound a little more movement to it. Cleans it up a bit too. But I don't know, it's a lot of just fucking around. Like, you kind of learn as you go what types of like waveforms or whatever, if you're using Serum. Like, you just learn what you like to use. I don't actually know. I don't know what's making it sound like that. So how many basses in total? So in total, it's only 3 tracks, right? Wait. It's the yoy. It's the screechy sound. So that's 1 track. And then this is 1 track. And then this track. again, with this, audio is so cool because you can just fuck with it. Like this shit, I just literally went like this. Times 2. And then something I've been doing lately. Well, I haven't been making dubstep lately. Something I've been doing, whatever, kind of in the past like 6 months. Stretching the fuck out of the sound, like as much as you can. And then maybe like putting it down an octave. And then putting it on this beats like 1/8 this. And then moving this shit around right here. Oh, processing this group at all? I don't actually think so. Oh, I am. I don't anymore though. Little bit of multiband compression. This is just, I think, the default multiband compression. Drum full parallel. 25%. A little bit of OTT. I think I might put a little bit of OTT on it still, like 10%. This is some shit I've been doing a lot. So like, so that's tight. Command J bounces that, and then you can pitch it down. That's cool. And then from here, this is how I'd like usually start something. So this is what I mean when I don't really know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So then it's like, okay, let's say find 2 of these that sound cool. So do. You know what I mean? Just start fucking with shit. And then that's your new drop or whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. Shit like that is really fun. Just fuck around. Breakthrough moment where I thought I finally found my sound. I thought it was this song, but I don't actually think it was. I don't really know. I think it was just realizing, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I think it's just I don't know. I think your sound is just shit that you do that you like, kind of just tricks that you find out that you like to do just by producing more. Like I don't know that there was a moment where I was like, this is it. You know what I mean? I think it was just all these little things slowly. Like there's songs I made 4 or 5 years ago that'll be like, oh, that's my, like I can hear things that I still do to this day, but I wouldn't consider it like my sound as a whole back then. It's just like slowly you start adding more things that all contribute to your sound, I guess. I don't know. But I know when I first started producing, I was really stressing about like finding my sound and like what's like the thing, you know, like being obsessed with figuring out my sound. And I think I realized like it just doesn't, I don't think there's any one thing. I think it's just a culmination of just a bunch of different shit. But I don't know that there was a moment where I really thought that I figured it out. Yeah, the side chaining is just on this whole bass group. So like usually what I'll do is I'll have like a mid basses group that in case I want to process this whole, all the drop basses at one time. And then I don't know why this growl isn't in there, but it's not. And then I'll have a sub separate from that, but it's all going through the bass group.
Make your music stand out, get more views, and way more engagement. Bring your music to life. Get Music Visualizer. In every format, even for social media. Get started today. The link is in the description.
Bass group. So this whole bass group is being sidechained and my intro and everything's in there as well. It's basically just an entire sidechain group. This bass group's all being sidechained. But I think maybe you can just start on the next one. It's been like an hour or so. But do you guys have any questions about this song in particular? Something I also always do is put risers usually turned down a little bit, like going into the outro of the drop. So like in the B section of the drop, I'll have a riser going. I think that was definitely turned off. I don't know. Oh, adding like rain and shit. I do that a lot. Adding like lots of ambient sounds and shit like that. Oh, are these? Hello? I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's not working. Send a shout out to the Mexican fam. Dude, shout out to the Mexican fam. Sidechain my effects. No, but I think a lot of people do. I think I maybe have before. Usually I don't though. And if I did, I probably wouldn't do it on the whole group. I would just do it on like, individual shit. Tips for outros. Make it like the intro, but in reverse. I did something different here, but usually it's like, so this is just the intro. Don't know why that's. So this is just this part. And then I just added these other two elements at the very end because I thought it would sound cool. But probably no one even listens to this, to be honest. So thanks, dude. Yeah, let's start with let's get Dreadful going. Dreadful breakdown. Ah, damn it. I thought what would you say for someone struggling to find a theme for an intro? I don't know. If you have any tips for me, let me know because I struggle all the time. No, honestly, I struggle hard with intros. This is like usually, so here's a couple of my songs that aren't out yet. Maybe I'll never put them out. I don't know. But like this is one of them. Sucks. But part of me kind of likes when shit sucks. So maybe it's cool because it sucks. I don't know. Like it sucks. What's this one? I don't know, honestly. If you're struggling to find a theme for an intro, maybe just delete, and I'm not joking, maybe just delete the whole intro and start something completely different. Yeah, honestly, maybe try that. Like, I don't really know, to be honest. I struggle with intros quite a bit, so just keep, I think don't just keep trying. Like, I guess this kind of goes hand in hand with the next question you asked, which is, what do you do when you get stuck on a song? Or if I'm feeling creatively blocked. I just don't really work on it. Like, I think that's when shit sucks, and that's when you start a cycle of like creative block. Because I've kind of talked about this before, where like creative block, like writer's block and shit like that, like it doesn't really exist. Obviously, like it's creativity comes from your mind, and if this is so stupid to say, but it's like if you're feeling creatively blocked or something like that, it's you, like you're just inhibiting yourself. So yeah, it's like, no shit, man, if you're sitting there for 3 or 4 hours, like just fucking hammering, like beating yourself up, trying to figure out like a drop or an intro or a beat or whatever the fuck it is, like, yeah, of course it's going to suck because like you're not having fun, you know? The best songs, I always think the best songs and the best shit's always made, from my experience, when you're just fucking around. Like, if you sit down and think like, okay, I'm gonna write the biggest fucking song of the year right now, it's gonna suck because you have way too much pressure on yourself. So for me, like, you don't have, nobody's like, what's gonna happen if you don't write a good song? Nothing's gonna fucking happen. You just don't write a song. So don't be afraid to just not write a song. Like, and that, again, that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about don't treat everything like it's a masterpiece, and just don't get too attached. Like, if you spend 3 hours on a song, on the entire song, and you don't like it and it sucks, who fucking cares, you know? Like, it's only a couple hours. So that's why I think working fast is a really good way of working, because if you work on something for 30 minutes or an hour and it sucks, usually I save it. I'm pretty good with saving like all my projects, even if they suck. But if you work on something for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, and it sucks, just fucking save the project, start something new. Or don't even save the project, just fucking delete it, start something new. Or go outside or play a video game or do whatever. Like, when you're in, like, all the best songs are made when you're in that creative flow and it's like you just know what you're going to do next. You know what I mean? So I think don't beat yourself up about it. Like, everybody gets stuck on things, but I think that's the difference, is like when writer's block and all that shit, that only becomes a thing when you let it. Like, it's not a creative block if you work for an hour, don't make something cool, and start something new. Or if you work for an hour and then decide you're not in the mood and get up and go do something else. Like, you're not blocked. You're just not being creative at that time. Creative block only exists when, like I keep saying, like, you're sitting there all day just fucking beating yourself up about it. That's a block. But it's like, and I totally understand this, because I used to get super like, what the fuck, man? Like, why can't I write anything cool? What the fuck? Everything I do sucks. Sit down, try to work on something, and like, you spend fucking 2 hours on some bullshit serum patch that sucks. It's like, fuck, I suck. I can't. And it's like, don't fucking spend so much time on it, dude. Like, have some fun. Fuck around and like have fun with shit, you know? Like, and that's with this. I specifically remember this song. I hadn't made a cool song in a few months, and I was getting super stressed out, and I was like, fuck, man, like, I don't know why I can't come up with anything. And then I had just gone and worked out at a park or something, and sat down, and I remember I was on Discord with Matt, my buddy Matt from Barely Alive, and we were just like talking and having fun, and I just started fucking around with these sounds and made this drop in like, 45 minutes or whatever. So pretty much the entire song, I think I made the B section or the second drop the next day. But this entire, all the way up until this, like, this was all done in one day. This whole, not even in one day. I mean, in like, 2 hours or something like that. Because it's like, I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking like, I need to make a great song. It was just like, fuck around, get on Discord with a buddy and start fucking around. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think just don't beat yourself up about it, dude. Shit's gonna suck sometimes. Like, I've made this year, I looked the other day, I have like, I think it was like over 250 or 300 different Ableton projects. And I've hardly finished any of them, because most of them suck and they're never going to get finished. You know what I mean? And that's totally fine. That doesn't mean I'm in some creative block or something. It just means like, it's fine. Like, you're an artist. Like, if you're a creative person, you can just fucking make a new song. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's I used to put so much pressure on myself, and that pressure to like be creative or to make a good song or something, it just fucking backfires on itself. And I think as soon as you realize that there's no pressure then it's way more fun, and you actually make way better music because there's no pressure on yourself to make good music. I don't know. I think I'm talking in circles at this point. I think you guys understand what I mean, but that goes like, don't fucking worry about it if you can't make a good song, basically. Because sometimes you make shit, sometimes you make great music, and it doesn't, if you make a shitty song, it doesn't mean you're a shitty artist. Like, everybody makes shitty songs. Most of the songs are shitty. I think that would be best advice you could give yourself when you first started out. I think that's it, is that it's okay to suck. Like, it's okay to suck sometimes, and you're gonna suck most of the time. And the more, like, well, here, let me see if I have, I usually don't export anything if I don't like it, or if I don't think I'll eventually finish it, but this theme I thought was kind of cool for the intro, but like, I'll probably never finish this.
Where did I go wrong?
Probably won't ever finish. But I don't know. Whatever, man. I feel like I'm rambling now. But I think that's the best advice, is it's okay to suck. And you have to just embrace it and enjoy it. Like, you know, I used to be so embarrassed to show anybody my music or anything, and now it's like, I don't give a shit, dude. Like, most of the shit I make sucks, and some of it's good. But I feel like that happens with everybody, and that's totally fine. Like, not everything's going to be amazing all the time. Whatever. Anyways, this is my song called Dreadful, I think. Yeah, Dreadful. So yeah, this song's called Dreadful. And again, a couple of my plugins on the master and shit are missing, so it doesn't sound exactly the same. It sounds like 99% ideal.
Why don't you? Death has come.
Yeah, I'll be a little quicker with this because I think I understand the important things to talk about. This shit, Omnisphere intro. I got Omnisphere. I fucking love Omnisphere. Just some chords. I love, if anybody has Omnisphere, some of my favorite, all these, if you go to the hardware library, all these are fucking dope because they model them off of like old hardware synths. Yeah, actually with this, normally the mix sounds a little better with this one, but you still get the idea. Like, I think it's just the limiter and shit that I was using on the master has iLock, and I said fuck iLock. I don't want to use iLock anymore, like the actual thumb drive. So I think it doesn't quite sound as compressed as it should. But yeah, I basically just fucking put some Omnisphere shit. RC20. RC20 is the shit. Makes everything sound old and shitty. I don't know what plugin is doing that. We'll figure it out. So yeah, I basically just had, it's the same shit. Probably just copied these two. Yeah, it's literally just the chords and the same melody that the more relaxed shit was playing in the beginning. Copied it over. It's all Omnisphere. What is doing that? Okay, it's in this. Is it fucking this shit? No, because these are all Ableton. What is it? I'm deleting everything that's turned off, even though it's not that. I don't know. Fucking figure it out. You get that part. Basically, it's just some hi-hats. Cymatics. Shit with some reverb being automated. Pride a snare. Most important part. Melody composition. I don't know. I feel like I started learning, like I got a MIDI keyboard, which I had never had. I got it. Oh, is it maybe Trash? Oh, I bet you're right. It probably is Trash. There's definitely Trash on one of these. No. Yo, let me put Trash on here because you're probably right. Wait, but I don't want... Wait. No, I don't think it's Trash because I own Trash. Well, I own everything, but I've verified that before. Melody composition. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I started learning like piano on some like fucking... I like went on Reddit or something and was like, hey, I didn't ask this, but I went on like r/piano or something, and they were like, yo, use this book on the sidebar. Like, yo, use this book to learn piano. So I fucking did that, started learning piano, very basic. I feel like that helped me a lot. But I think just learning some basic chords, like I think this is D sharp minor, add 9. So adding some shit above it. It's like, this sounds boring. But this shit sounds nice. But I saw this shit actually on YouTube. Somebody, it was like somebody kind of analyzed some like Avicii songs or something. And I think I did that here. Yeah, so have your... What is it? I'm keeping everything minimized so that we can see what the fuck it is. It's probably something in here, though. So basically, it was a minor 7. Okay. So basically, this is your root note. So my root note is the D sharp. So your melody, don't have it start on the D sharp. Have your melody be like up here. What is it? It's in the intro. Because it was coming through the intro shit. EQ 8. It's not RC20. It's not Goldfoss. Hold on. So basically, have your melody be playing on the other notes in the chord besides the root note. That's what I did for this, I'm pretty sure. So like none of these are D sharps because D sharp's the root and that's already being played. So this is what? So this is the starts on the 7th, right? Versus if this was playing the D sharp, it's just not quite as interesting. I'll turn it up just so it's easier to. That's not as interesting as. Right, the top layer of the melody, it sounds better usually if you don't start it on the root. Because if this was playing the D sharp, there's already like, 2 or 3 other D sharps being played here. There's a D sharp here, D sharp here. Like there's already 2 other D sharps. So you don't have to start on the root. Go to how you arrange basses and leads and drop. Yeah, let's just fucking get right into that shit. Fuck the intro. Intro's stupid. What is it? Oh, it was in the drums. Okay, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. What plugin even does that? Oh, is it something on the drums? No. What is doing that? It's so weird. Oh, you know what? No. Oh, it's kick 2. Oh shit, it's the fucking... Oh, I have it. Hold on. Okay, let me... So you don't see this. Yes, figured it out. Okay, what's my username? Should be good. Come on. Manage devices. God. I was trying to figure this out the other day and I could not figure it out. Easy. Kick 2, revoke device. All right, we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Yeah, I don't even have a kick sample. It's literally kick 2 in this right now. So whatever, So this shit I thought was dope. Just thought that sound was so sick. And that is this sample. So again, like I was talking about a little bit ago, I usually kind of separate the like sample making type thing. Wait, I didn't read this all the way. Tips and methods to go above the mediocre sort of beginner intermediate patterns, make more creative and professional flows. Also, what ways you mess up the sounds to keep them interesting. Dude, that's something I struggle with all the time. I feel like a lot of my drops sound way too basic. This one I feel is pretty intricate, but a lot of that is kind of layering, I think. So again, I'm just fucking with it. This one's like stretched out, probably frozen again or whatever. Turned pitched down, grain size and flux is all fucked up. That was one of the coolest sounds. I don't know how I made that. But I don't like... Well, I can tell you, it should be at 150. So... Probably. What the fuck is this? I don't know. I must have fucked with that. But it's literally that same sample. So that, I took parts of the drop to like transition into this build up. This is like another bass sound from the drop that I put some reverb on and kind of fade out. So I started this one with that main sound. So this was a sound I had made in Form, I think. This was. It was It was this.
I'm sending shots to your dome.
Which was me. This was from some like splice pack I did with Getter like 4 years ago or something. And I put it in Form. I'll just show you real quick how I would do something like that. So I'd put in Form. I don't remember how to initialize the sound, honestly. Oh, here we go. So then I'd put in that sample. Oop.
I'm sending shots.
So that was it, and it said shots right here, which is what I think I did this. So it's something like that. It's just like granular synthesis. I don't remember exactly how I made it, but it would have been something like this with OTT, which I just made my default this OTT, so I can just double click it. So I think that's kind of how I made that sound. No. Something like that. I probably did a little more processing, but I don't know what it was. You get the idea. Probably distortion and some other bullshit on there. And when I put distortion, it was probably just like an overdrive or something. But that's typically what I would do. I would just draw out a quarter note thing of whatever note. What the fuck? Why is there reverb? Oh, because there's reverb on the whole thing. So I'd literally just go like this, quarter notes, bounce that to audio, put it in that folder that I have, and then I have this shit. Like I would have this, you know? So then I would drag this in. Again, I can't tell you exactly how I made this. It's a lot of just the same type of like scroll. Hey, you can't scroll when you have that. So I guess I'll see what this sounds like without processing. So it's just chopped up. Again, there's not really any rhyme or reason to this. I just try and figure out some sort of cool flow. Pitching it. Usually I think what I'll do is I'll just keep that same sound. So probably what I would have done is just duplicated this sound. Bum, 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 bum. It's just the same thing. And then I go in and start fucking with some ones. Oh, this is a cool thing I was doing around this time too. I forgot I did this. Well, disperser is great. If you don't know about what's it called? Kilohertz? Disperser, it's cool. It's some like weird fucking filter. Oh, that's probably why it doesn't sound exactly the same. This probably should be at like up here somewhere, D sharp. Because I think that was just the default. So probably sounded... Probably, this is normally what I do. Yeah, I don't like, but again, I don't really like go into anything with the mindset of like, all right, now this is a sound design session. It's like, oh, I wonder if, like, here's a weird sample. I wonder if I put that in form and started fucking with it, what it would sound like. And then usually if I come up with something cool, then I'll maybe make it, then maybe I'll make a song with it or something like right then. It just kind of depends, honestly. So like, start out, put a phaser on this shit. Let me just turn them all off so I can show you individually. That disperser, really cool. Makes shit sound like really wet and weird. Drum bus, I think I used it for like the transient shaping. So I wanted the transients to stick out, so I turned the transients like up. Or I made it like shorter, like really tight compared to this. And then I think the most important part for this sound is the frequency shifter. I don't know why I started doing this, but I did it on a couple of different songs around this time. And it's like a half thing. So it's a slow LFO, half note LFO. Yeah, I'll go over the master chain too. It's half note LFO, only pitching it 9 hertz up or down. So it's basically like a weird pitch shift thing. But it's like bum 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 bum. You know what I mean? So it's not just. I mostly notice it right here. Like you can tell that's just the same sample being played over and over. But when you put that slow pitch drift on it, it sounds like, you know, I don't know. It just sounds fucking weird or whatever. So I thought it would be cool. So I did that. I had Alloy, which I don't have on this computer, but it was just probably some preset. I never really messed with it that much. It was probably just like there's some preset I used a bunch called like synth. I don't remember what it's called, but it basically was just like a little EQ and maybe some transient shaping and shit. Didn't affect the sound all too much. This, I was taking out some like, 2 OTTs. Didn't say that. 2 OTTs. I played with the time a little bit. So again, making it really tight. This, let me turn on the saturator now. Oh, so this is actually a really good example of what I was talking about earlier. Was the removing frequencies so you can make it louder. So this is without removing that low end and these other frequencies. It just sounds so jumbled and like, you know, muddy and fucked up. And then when you remove all those low frequencies and some of those like really resonant frequencies in the high end, it's versus it's mostly this low frequency though, I think. Yeah, because I'm gonna have another sub bass in there anyways. It's like I'm just gonna cut everything below 150. And this shit, Gullfoss, I've been using this sometimes. It's like a smart EQ type thing. It's like you probably can't even tell a difference, to be honest. It's like makes it slightly better or whatever based on some algorithm or whatever. It's pretty dope though. I use it on the mix bus or the master quite a bit. And then again, just removing all those low sub bass frequencies and some of the low mids as well with the Q. I just bring the Q down a little bit and it kind of rolls it off smoother, but I keep it on the 48 dB, so times 4. But I get rid of a lot of those like under 200 hertz. It's just a lot of kind of like muddy shit. So I get rid of that. This sound I thought was cool. It's literally just time. It's just 3 octaves up. It's it sounds cool somehow. But I do a lot of, like, this is how I mostly do the shit. So I'll come up with this. So I got probably, I probably did most of this like flow here. So everything else was turned off. I just probably had drums and this. So this is probably just like this. And a lot of times I'll put in the sub bass too. Just a basic boop, boop, quarter note sub bass. But from there, then that's when I started layering some shit. So this, it's the same exact sample. With crystallizer. So this is like a... So this is like a pitched down... It's basically just a delay, a 1/64th delay that's pitched down an octave on 50% dry wet. It just makes it sound a little deeper. And it pushes it more to the stereo. So that's a layer. Thought process when adding a layer. I feel like when I have a synth loop that I'm vibing with, but I feel like it's lacking when I started adding layers. It starts burying the original sound or introducing tones, harmonics that clash with the original. You have lots of subtle layers. Yeah, it's basically, I don't know. I kind of don't really think about it like that. I just think if it sounds empty or not, and if it sounds empty, then I will add more layers, you know? So this is just on quarter notes. And I do that quite a bit. That's actually something I do. If you have a complicated or like semi-complicated bass line or whatever, like this is, I know I want that to be the main idea or like the main focus. So then everything else should just add to that and help that groove. So this is just quarter notes. I do a lot of just quarter note shit in the background. You know what I mean? It just adds the like groove when you do shit on quarter notes with other shit going on. Makes it sound way more complex. And it's the same sound. I don't think there's any processing on the drums, to be honest. It's just a kick that I made in kick 2. It probably doesn't even sound the same, to be honest. It definitely doesn't. This is the kick, though. What's it called? I called it good rhythm kick. That's actually what the kick is. Yeah, that's not what it's supposed to be. I'll put the correct kick in there. It's this. It should sound like this. Oops. Yeah, I made it in kick 2. I don't really remember how I did it exactly. Probably kick 2. I made like a really tight kick. Put a kick EQ 4, some preset, Ableton preset. This was probably a transient shaper. 13% OTT. Drum bus. Again, tightening up the transients. I like everything really short, especially the kick. I want the kick to just punch real quick and then have everything else happen. Oh, right. And then this. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Limiters all the way up in kick 2. No, I don't think so. But maybe that sounds cool. I'm not sure. basic hats again. I'm sidechaining these hats to the kick and snare. So I think there's only one other layer in this part. I think that's this. So something that I've done that I do quite often is duplicate this whole track. So figure out the main groove. I literally duplicate, or I'll make a new track. So this is it. And then I'll probably this is, oh, what does this sound like?
Make your music stand out, get more views, and way more engagement. Bring your music to life. Get Music Visualizer. In every format, even for social media. Get started today. The link is in the description.
How do I describe it? So a lot of the yoys and shit that I make are, so this is an LFO on this auto filter. So it's just a low pass filter with a high resonance being automated going into this redux, which is adding the yoy type sound. And then frequency shifter doing the same shit, pitching it up and down like the main bass. And then just basically boosting on the sides. I don't really know why I did it like this. Oh, right, and the auto pan at the end. So the auto pan, maybe you guys know this one already. Do I have it right there? Auto pan, amount all the way up, rate, I sync the rate, and then the phase you turn all the way down, and then it's just a volume envelope or a volume LFO. But I use that type of shit a lot. But just adding, so like that higher frequency thing, it's subtle, but it just adds another layer of, I don't know, just shit like that. Finding, so like this is only, it's really quiet and it's only like the very high frequencies. So, you know, like that is the higher frequencies. This is more of the mid frequencies, like mid, kind of low or mid frequencies. So I try not to have shit, and not everything can be so loud too. So like this is at 0. This main one. So this is the loudest one. This one's at -6. This one's at -21. You know what I mean? So you can't just cram everything in. But this was one of my favorite sounds that I made, actually. Which I did, again, duplicated that main track, fucked with it a bunch, put like vocoders. I think I might have actually just put vocoder and trash on this. It's pretty much the same other than that. But then I bounced it because I couldn't figure out how to get it to sound right. But yeah, vocoders are cool. This one's at... Yeah. Shit like that. Just fuck around. I love just duplicating, like, all of the sounds in here. It's just the same sound. Like, every sound in here is made from literally like one quarter note sample that I made in form. And all the rest is done in audio. Just fucking around, different processing, pitching shit up and down. You know, so like I love doing that, and you're able to make new shit so quickly and you don't get attached to it. It's not like, oh, my precious serum preset or something. You know what I mean? It's just like, no, I just, I don't really like how that sounds. Maybe I'll pitch it down one more. You know? That's actually what I did a bunch, I think. This one is... Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is the same exact thing. I just like reversed it and pitched it down 1 octave compared to this. Pitch it down an octave, reverse. Yeah, so like reversing shit, just fucking around, you know? Soft clippers versus limiters. So on dubstep shit, I don't really limit everything. I just clip everything. Or soft clip everything. But I don't really know why. I just think it sounds dirtier. Yeah. They gently, what Cameron said, basically. But the reason that I like clippers more is it doesn't sound as distorted. Like, it just chops everything off when it starts to clip. Instead of compressing, it just cuts it off. Which, I don't know. I just think it's cool for dubstep. And then the second... Again, I just fucked around with the flow. It's the same exact sounds. Like, everything's pretty much the same. It's all just experimentation, working, trying to get flows, like trying to figure out different flows, and there's no like, I don't know. It's such a tough thing to try and describe because it's like, usually though, I'll start by going like this. I'll just to show you. I'll start with just quarter notes. And then you can just duplicate this. But the bang. That sounds like shit, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no real But I think so, like, I don't usually like when shit sounds like this. You can tell that's the same thing. So I'll just like reverse one or change the warp mode or something. Chop this shit up. You know, so it's just fuck around like. Hopefully this is making you like you kind of understand my thought process of oops. Where does it go? You know, but it's a lot of just that trial and error type of shit. Whoops, that's way longer than I thought. You know, so like I can even just put that in here and see what it sounds like.
Why don't you?
It's all just figuring out flows and shit. Nah, I didn't do the vocals on Chasing Ghost. I made the song with Barely Live on Chasing Ghosts. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, dude. It's all about just figuring out weird shit. But it usually starts with one thing, which is why I think, like, I have this somewhere. I have these, just all these, like, most of them suck. Oh, there's actually one that I wanted to. Oh yeah. So this is interesting. I can't open the project on this laptop, but I can play it. So this song, the whole thing was made from, where is it? So this sound, the main like sound in the drop, you'll hear it.
Pandemic.
That sound is this sound. It's the Minecraft hit sound. But I put like, so I literally, what I did is I just dragged it in to like a new track or something. And I had just gotten the Vocodex or whatever from FL Studio. So I was fucking with it. And I literally just made like, you know what I mean? I was just fucking around making a pattern. How did it go? Bum, 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 bum. So it's just this. But I just fucked with it, put some shit on there. And that's this. Whoops. No, wrong keyboard. It's this.
Pandemic.
Obviously, the processing's different, but that's literally the sample that I used for that. And I just put like vocoders and OTT and chorus or something probably on it. Yeah, I bought Vocodex. You can't use it on Mac though, which I'm kind of bummed about. But you can use it on Windows. And then one of these. So this was something that I had made. So that one is this. I use this. It's not done, but
Violent compulsions. Consume.
you know what I mean? It's just like so these are all, I think, form or granulator or something like that. Like I do a lot of just that type of just weird like all that type of stuff. And then when you open up a project, you don't have to spend time in Serum or Operator or whatever synth you're using. You just jump in, put some drums down, and start working on some flows. Because I think the flows are the most important part. Like, to me, I think that's definitely the most important. But yeah, I think it's 9. So I think we went a little long, I think, boys and girls, but I hope that was valuable. And like, do you guys have any other questions or things you want me to go over? I think I kind of covered. I didn't necessarily like, oh, here's another thing that I wanted to touch on real quick. Adding little effects and shit. and bouncing shit to audio again, because this is just a serum that just is a saw wave that goes beep, beep on the pitch. And then you bounce it, and then you have it in audio. And I put like chorus and shit. But then you can reverse it. Where did I reverse it? And you don't have to automate anything. You don't have to do anything. You just have it in audio. Or if I wanted to pitch it up, you just pitch it up. Yeah. But I think main point is who fucking cares? But that was kind of my approach to all the dubstep that I was writing, was just like, don't take it too seriously. Fuck around. Figure out some cool flows. Like and just, you know, go crazy with it. And yeah, I hope that makes sense. Is everyone good? Hell yeah, dudes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I was trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say, but I don't think there was. I think it's just, you know, fuck around and see what's good. But yeah, thank you, Alex, for having me. And I hope you guys learned something, because it's fun. I love doing shit like this. New music. I don't know. I haven't made dubstep in over 6 months, probably 7 months, 8 months. Haven't really made dubstep all year. So I've just been working on beats and hip hop shit and everything. But I might have to make some new dubstep soon. We'll see. But yeah, really appreciate you guys. All the good questions. Love you, babies. TTYL.